Now look, I was never rooting for this film, and I always knew it was going to be awful. Especially after the third trailer dropped, I had just lost all hope in this film. The CGI looked unfinished, and to be honest, it just looked like an unfinished mess. And then about a week before the film actually came out, I totally forgot it was coming out until the reviews came out and they were awful. So obviously I decided to go and see it. And it's fine. It's alright. It's a film you have fun with. It's not a storytelling masterpiece, but it's a fun film. It's definitely, as people would call, a stream it. If you're just scrolling through Netflix one night, it's definitely a good watch for that sort of thing. But I liked it. It was fun. Let's do the bad things, because there were more bad things than there were good things. Okay, so the plot was very thin and very dated. I know it's called Riot, but it is pretty much bad Venom versus good Venom, and it's just the generic bad guy wants to take over the world. And Riz Ahmed, as much as I love him in Nightcrawler, he can't do the villain guy. After the first act, his acting was just really poor, and I didn't really like his character. It just was a very weak villain for both Carlton Drake and Riot. There's a lot of lazy writing. It's clear that they were like stuck in a situation, so they just thought of this dumb idea and then went with it. Also, most of the CGI was really bad. Weirdly enough, both Black Panther and Venom's CGI in the final act is just atrocious. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on at one point, and at another point it literally looks like a PS2 game. But for the most part, the CGI was fine. It did look very unfinished in the trailers, but I mean, it looked fine in the final product. If anything, the CGI was the best when the symbiote wasn't attached to a person. Also, there's not really any tone. It will try to be a horror film, and then one moment it will be a comedy. And whilst that is very bad in a filmmaking perspective, I quite enjoyed that, because it made room for some funny jokes. I'd say there were about 2 jokes that made me really, really laugh, and then most of the other jokes were just a chuckle or 2. And now the good things. I'd say the only good thing is really Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's acting in this film is amazing. Tom Hardy really sells that like he's being possessed by something, and just the Eddie Brock and Venom relationship is definitely the best part about this film. Also, if you haven't seen it yet, make sure you sit through the 10 minutes of credits, because the second post-credit scene is like a 6-minute scene ripped directly out of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and it is amazing. So even if you don't want to watch Venom, just go watch Venom to watch that 6-minute Spider-Verse scene, because it makes up for everything bad about Venom. Whilst it is getting a bad rap, I genuinely did enjoy it overall. I thought it had some like cool, badass moments. There were some good jokes, but the story is not good at all. But it's a fun film. And that's all I'm going to say about it. And this isn't scripted, as you can tell. But yeah, wait until it comes out on DVD. I mean, if people still buy those, that is. I think I may have had more fun with this film than Thor Ragnarok, and definitely Ant-Man and the Wasp. Okay, this is my little spoiler review. Lady Venom was a bit weird. When I'm talking about lazy writing, I'm talking about how convenient it is that the 3 main characters can respond perfectly to the symbiote. Carnage, I mean, I like Woody Harrelson. I mean, it kind of has to get a sequel because it's made a lot of money already. I don't really know what the plot would be. It's most probably going to be really bad.